Assalamu alaikum. So this is hadith number 4, and it is in regards of prohibition of eating others' shares unless they give permission. So the hadith goes as follows: عن ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما قال نهى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أن يقرن الرجل بين التمرتين جميعا حتى يستأذن أصحابه. So Ibn Umar, which is the son of Umar ibn al-Khattab, that's why we're saying radiallahu anhuma to include Umar ibn al-Khattab and also his son Ibn Umar ibn al-Khattab. He had mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ naha, that the Prophet ﷺ forbid that the man would eat 2 or more dates altogether. حتى يستأذن أصحابه, unless they would seek permission from their companions. Now, this is not in regards of eating more than one date per se, but this is in situations where you are in a group and there's an amount of food that we or these people are actually eating together. So in the situations where there is a portion of food that is being shared, the Prophet ﷺ here is giving us the adab that it is part of the haqq, part of the rights of the person's companion or who you are with, is that you would seek their permission. You don't necessarily have to seek permission, but it is enough to know that this amount of food is enough or not enough for everyone else. And it is also part of al-iffa, which is put in a satisfaction that you do not necessarily eat more than what you need, and you look at the portion that is out there and see, is this enough for everyone else? Should I wait until everyone else finishes or not? So this is actually teaching us that it is part of a Muslim brother or a Muslim sister's rights that you do not take the portion that might be somebody else's portion. So considering sharing is actually part of sisterhood and brotherhood in Islam. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ أن يقرن الرجل بين التمرتين is actually speaking about when we are in situations where there are other people that are going to be eating and their rights are within that food, and we're sharing those portions and those meals with someone else. So in that situation, it is part of the adab, part of the manner, that you do not take more than a smaller portion in order to make sure that other people are actually getting the right or getting the portion that they might need. And this is really important to mention because many times we would line up to eat and you could see people filling a plate and 2 and 3, and this is not the sunnah. Take a smaller portion to make sure that other people get a portion and other people also get the right to eat. حتى يستأذن أصحابه, الاستئذان and taking permission can be in different ways. Can be that there is a general permission that people are getting in where everyone you could see is getting their portion, and then it becomes that not many people are still standing. So if you have people that are still standing in line, that would actually mean there are still people that are needing and wanting from that portion. So you cannot take a large portion until all the people that are standing in the queue are actually getting their food and their portion. Once everyone takes their share, then you could probably fill another plate or take a second or even take another piece after everyone else has eaten, or at least if the person in charge of that gathering or whatever it is had actually announced that it is time, if anybody else would like a second portion, that they can